I've returned to Thailand from Malaysia using my favorite mode of travel, the airplane. And I'm gonna have to go on a little rant because they got me again. What's up, guys? It's Greeny. I'm back in Thailand in front of Pizza Hut. I just ordered the new Detroit style pizza. You guys know I'm from Detroit, so my buddy from Thailand Vloggers, a huge supporter of my channel, gave me the heads up. You got to try the Detroit style pizza. So somewhere in the middle of this video here, I'll do a little review, but that's not what this video is about. It's about air travel. And I'm gonna tell you my top 20 shitty ass things about flying. Things that suck about flying on an airplane. It is my preferred method of travel because you got to do it. I'm not going to drive to friggin' Tokyo. But these are the top 20 things that suck about flying. And when I get to number one, you'll understand why. As soon as they're done cooking my pizza, and I think I get one for free. I think it's like buy one, get an extra one for free. I'm going to head home, give you guys my rant about flying, and we'll talk about the pizza as well. So when I talk about how much it sucks to fly, because this video is about just the worst of the worst of being on an airplane. Pardon my voice. We'll get to that later. You know, I'm not talking about any tragedies or real disasters, but just normal things that you may run across while flying. Let me get a little bit through the list and we'll review this pizza. All right, let's get into my list. We'll call it my top 20 negatives of flying. And if it sounds like I get into a little bit of a rant, that's because I fucking am getting into a rant. Some of it. Number one, too cold on the plane. This flight that I took going to Malaysia, I froze my ass off. Coming back, it was super hot when we got out of the plane and never really got too cold. It was fine, no problems. Next one, too hot on the plane. The person next to you keeps their light on all night, like an overnight flight, and you want to sleep and they keep their light on. Annoying as fuck. Number four, sitting next to a chatty person. Usually I want to be left alone and sleep when I'm on a flight, and if the person just yap, not good. Number five, sitting next to a fat person where your skin is like touching their skin. I mean, no offense to the fat person, but not comfortable for you if you're getting crammed into the seat. I mean, I'm sure it's the greatest person ever, very nice person, but not a pleasant situation, you know, if somebody's skin, you know, is pushing into you on the flight. I don't like it. Number six, and this seems to happen to me more than most people I know. Kid behind you, kicking or kneeing or do something to the back of your seat where you just, it's all the time. It's so annoying. Keep an eye on your kids, all right? Number seven, observing people on the flight take their shoes off and they don't have any socks on. If you have your socks on, okay, no big deal, you want to be comfortable. But if you got your bare, nasty feet, which probably smell, you know, it's just gross. Don't do that. Number eight, this is something I saw recently. Shoes off, no socks on, foot up on like the rest of the person in front of them. Fucking disgusting, bro. It was a girl, but still disgusting. Oh, by the way, they threw in an extra pizza. I guess it's buy one, get one free. This one has pepperoni in it. Let's look at my regular pizza that I ordered. I ordered pepperoni and mushroom. And there are mushrooms on it. When I ordered the pizza, they said, oh no, it just comes pepperoni, you know, it does not come with mushroom. I'm like, I'll pay extra. Do you have mushroom? Yes. Okay, just let me pay extra. And they were like, okay. So here it is, Detroit style pizza. Just looking at the sauce, it's kind of a peddler color sauce, and you usually get, in a Detroit style pizza, the corners are very square, you know, because they're made in the old pans that are used for like screws and different parts at an auto plant. That's how it started. So obviously this is not made in the actual Detroit type of pizza pan that they would use for Detroit style pizza, but let's see here. I'm sorry, guys. It's just a regular Pizza Hut pan pizza that they kind of put into a different shape pan. There's nothing. Detroit style is like a lighter, but you know, this is really not that great sauce. It's just not. It's just regular Pizza Hut pan pizza, which is fine, and I'll eat it, but nothing like Detroit pizza. So I got that out of the way. Look at that crust in there. It's pretty cheesy, crunchy. They let the cheese run over on the side there and coat the sides and get it crispy, cheesy, but this is it, the original Detroit style pizza. Good gimmick. You're in Thailand. Who's gonna know the difference except Greeny? If you're a big fan of pizza, pan pizza, that's fine. Okay. Before I get into the rest of the list, I just wanted to comment a little bit more on that pizza. Another observation I thought of is the true Detroit style pizza. The cheese is all the way over the whole pizza and it goes over the sides. That's what makes that nice, crispy, like just dark, burnt, crispy cheese deliciousness. This one, it's like they put a little bit of cheese on the outside and it still had like a real crust and the pizza in the middle. Like totally not Detroit style at all. I mean, I'm not saying it was bad pizza or I hated it. It was fine. Nowhere near as good as Detroit pizza, obviously. And to purport it to be Detroit style, it's just false advertising. You know, that should be illegal, even in Thailand here. All right, next one. You got one of them people in your row that just want to keep going in and out, in and out. And, you know, when I go on a flight, I want to take a little sleeping pill or drink a beer and just sleep and crash the whole time. I don't want to be woken up 100 times, especially on those long flights. So that kind of sucks. This one, you guys know babies are a pet peeve of mine. Screaming, crying babies. Well, I'll give them a little break on the airplane. I mean, it still sucks. I hate it. I don't want to hear it. But it's not like in a restaurant where the parents can take them out. Can't take them off the plane. But let me give you a pro tip here. Flying with little kids. This is old school. Benadryl. Give the kids a little Benadryl. You know, maybe they'll fall asleep and not be a problem. I don't know. Is that child abuse now? I don't know. That's what we used to do back in the day. No clue if that, maybe that's illegal now. I don't know. Another super annoying thing is when you got a person like maybe when the flight's landing or taking off and they're on their phone or FaceTiming super loud or listen to music loud like headphones. Hello, headphones. Wear your headphones. Don't yap. I was just in Pizza Hut waiting and some dude was on the phone next to me and he's screaming so everybody in the entire restaurant can hear what he's saying. Of course, I couldn't understand what it was saying, but I don't want to cause any confrontation, but I really was like, I should just type, you know, convert like, why do you have to yell? And just ask them like, why do you have to yell? Like, why? They can hear you when you talk. You don't have to yell. Anyways, loud talkers annoy me a little bit. Sometimes on a flight and you're sitting towards the back, you get like that super strong exhaust smell. Happens sometimes, kind of sucks, but I don't know, what can you do? Sit in the front? Whatever. When you're on a flight and you got that long taxi ride coming in or you have to sit and wait to get to the gate or you're departing and you get out, you know, towards the runway away from the gate and you have to sit there for a long time. I've heard people sit for hours and hours and hours. That would be pretty bad. That would be very annoying. Next one is having somebody sitting next to you that's like visibly sick or coughing the whole flight. Let me get back to this one. This next one really panics a lot of people and I've been through this like to many degrees is turbulence. And I've been on some flights. I remember the worst one ever was coming back from Denver to Detroit. And I think it was, what was that one? Big country, I forgot the name of it, but some Colorado airplane, but it was the worst turbulence ever. I mean, I've never felt it that bad. You know, and it's scary for some people. I understand that. It sucks. My next annoyance on a flight is the jump up, like want to rush off the airplane guy. Like, where are you going? Like, wait your turn. Where are you going? This is how I handle this situation. So we just landed and I jump out in a row. I'm a blocker. Nobody's passing. Not happening. Another thing that happens sometimes, and you know, maybe there's a reason for it, maybe there's not, maybe it's random, maybe it's some pilots are better than others, but it's that hard landing. When I landed in Kuala Lumpur from Thailand, we didn't even feel like we landed. It felt like we just were like a feather on the ground. It was friggin' awesome. But I remember the worst hard landing I ever had. I was flying to Raleigh, Durham, and it was like, bam! Like, I'm surprised the tires didn't pop. Crazy. So I don't know why there's such randomness. Is it just skill of the pilot? Is it different wind things? If anybody knows this answer, I know some pilots watch my channel because I've seen comments. Let me know about that. Another situation I observed is when I was in Europe flying on some of these airlines like Ryanair, EasyJet, like the no frills discount airlines in Europe, is every time we landed, everybody cheered. Like, was there, were we worried about something? Like, is there something going on that I didn't know about that everybody's cheering? I mean, like, it's normal. Like, people fly, that's their job. It's the friggin' pilot's job. People fly all the time for work. Like, what is the big cheer? Maybe these people are just mostly tourists that, you know, don't fly that much and like, ooh, we made it. I don't want to think that way. Like, it should just be normal. And last but not least, number 20. As you can hear, my voice gone. As I alluded to earlier, sick guy next to you, coughing, guys. My flight coming home, yeah, people coughing, sick people. Like, if you're sick on a flight, why don't you mask up and have a little respect for other people? There wasn't too many masks on the flights anymore, which is fine. I don't want to wear a mask, but you know what? From now on, when I fly, I'm wearing a mask. I don't give a shit if I look like an idiot, because when you grow up in America, Americans look at people like, oh, what are they worried about germs, this and that? Like, that's stupid wearing a mask. Let your body, your immunity system, you know, that's how you grow it strong. Well, I've been sick so much. This is my third time being sick from since September, and it's all like travel related. And I'll tell you, I got off the flight 2 days later. I'm coughing my ass off. You know, first I had a fever for the first day, then I got a cold, and now it's just ongoing cough. I know I got it on the flight. When I went to the Philippines, this guy right next to me was coughing his ass off the whole flight. I got off the second day, I started getting sick. I know I had COVID. It was for sure COVID, because when I was married to Phi and we got home, we got back from Vietnam off the flight, and she got COVID. And I was home the whole time with her. I never got it, and she had the exact symptoms that I had when I was in the Philippines. So, oh, and then last time I went to Koh Samui and I flew home, same thing as what I have right now. It's like they say that air circulation's supposed to be so great on these flights now that you're not gonna get sick. Bullshit. I get sick almost every other time I fly. So I don't care, you know, you're gonna see some loser on the flight, and you're not a loser. I mean, I'm a loser, of course, you know that. A big fat loser. I'm going to be the big fat loser with masked up on every flight I go from now on. I'm not flying again without masking up. I mean, I'm batting like 500 that every time I go somewhere I get sick after. Anyways, that's my list. Just a lighthearted little video today. You know I ranted a little bit, but it's all in good fun. Somebody asked me the other day, Greeny, why are you always so grumpy? Why are you so negative? Well, I'll get into that on another video. I'll explain just, you know, my personality a little bit, why I am the way I am. If you like the video, please subscribe. And, you know, then you'll get to see why I'm so grumpy in one of the upcoming videos. Appreciate you watching. Greeny out.